Hey everybody, it's Sonja Jones with GIP Financials, and I have a statistic for you. So, did you know that there is a tax literacy gap among small business owners? I haven't heard that phrase either, but it makes sense. But check this out. In a survey conducted by American University in 2023, there were 90,000 small business owners that were surveyed. 37% of those business owners, including gig workers, struggle with feelings of anxiety and confusion about how to file taxes. Sound familiar? Anybody ever felt that way? I know I have. If you feel this way about taxes, of course, you're not alone. So, in this episode, I'm going to discuss the biggest tax mistakes small business owners make and how to overcome them. You already know what to do. Just go on and get your pen and paper. Let's get into it. All right, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the From Chaos to Clarity Unleash Your Business Potential podcast. I'm your host, Sonja Jones of GIP Financials. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy tax season. So I know you guys are doing your best. I know because I know all my followers are doing exactly what I am telling them to do, right? So I hope that you are pulling those bank statements, reviewing those transactions, sorting things out and getting everything together. So I wanted to make sure that I talked with you guys about the biggest tax mistakes. If you haven't seen the commonly missed tax deductions episode, make sure that you check that one out as well. Okay, check that out. All right, so we're going to talk about the 5 biggest tax mistakes small business owners make. And just thinking about statistic in American University, only surveyed 90,000, right? Because we know that small businesses make up 99%, of the U.S. economy, right? But if you can imagine if 37% of the small business owners are, facing anxiety or have experienced anxiety and confusion, you know what that's going to mean. I'm not going to think about my taxes. I'm not even going to file my taxes. I don't trust who the tax preparers are and what they're saying because are they just trying to take advantage of me? Things like that, right? Just a lot of processing, a lot of overthinking. So I hope that you consider me a trusted resource, and I'm going to walk you through the 5 biggest tax mistakes that I've noticed with our clientele that small business owners make. So y'all ready? All right, so let's get started. So the first one, of course, is going to be commingling, mixing personal and business expenses together. So, I love to use the phrase from Dora the Explorer, swipe a nose, swipe, swipe a nose, swipe. If you got a business debit card and your bill fall in your wallet, take it out. You don't need to cut it up, but you need to put it in a place where it cannot be accessed. All right. I don't condone the whole day rants and put it in a block of ice and all, freezing and all that. You do that, hey, whatever is going to work for your discipline, right? But that's going to be the bane of your existence. Y'all, if you are going to use the business funds for your personal stuff, you got to transfer those funds to your personal account. If you are a sole proprietor, meaning if you are a true sole proprietor without an LLC or your single member LLC, move that money, do an external transfer from the business to the personal in the memo put on the straw. Write a check to yourself in the memo put on this draw, right? If you're an S corp or anything beyond that, you should be on payroll. So there's not even a discussion, right? So make sure that you're doing that, y'all. We got to stop the commingling. We got to stop it. All right. So that's number one. Okay. Because let's think about it. Even when by the time you get to us and we're going to ask you about all these transactions, you're not going to remember. So just go on and just move the money. It's easy for you to be like, hey, that's owner's draw. Because you got to think about it too. If you're doing an external transfer from your business checking to your personal checking, You can also pull your personal checking and see like how much you paid yourself for the year. Like it's a win-win. Like, right. So we're gonna stop commingling? Yes. Yes. All right. Number two, not tracking your cash transactions properly. Be like the dude on the come here. Right. So you got to remember too, when we're talking about cash transactions, what you put into the business is not income. That is considered owner's contribution. That's equity. That's ownership, right? It is not earned income. Okay. Next thing, what you take out of the business is not an expense. We talked about that earlier, right? That's owner's draw. So you got to be aware of that. Okay. And then also, we're going to talk a little bit because I know in certain situations, you might have like a business PayPal, a business Cash App, and stuff like that. But then you also have personal PayPal, personal Cash App. If you have friends and family that want to support you and they pay you through the personal Cash App, you got to be disciplined enough to move that money from your personal to your business, right? Because when we start pulling transactions and we see that based off of your business checking statements that you only reported this amount of income, like, no, I made more than that. I made more than that. Where is it? In your personal account, in your personal Cash App. Yeah, we got to stop that. We got to stop that, right? So mixing personal and business expenses, we got to stop that. Not tracking your cash transactions properly, we got to stop that too. So I'm going to pause right here because I have something that's going to help you get through this tax season, going to save you time, and it's also going to give you peace of mind. So check this out. So I hope that you saw what GIP Academy can do for you and your business. That $97 a month is ordinary and necessary for your business, and you get to access me and my team. All right. So we're going to help you from self-paced videos to monthly live teaching and quarterly one-to-one support. Ain't nobody giving you that much value for $97 a month. So you just come on over here with us. Go to GIPfinancials.com and click on the Academy at the top and check out GIP Academy and enroll. All right, cool. So we talked about mixing personal and business expenses, not tracking your cash transactions properly. So let's talk about number three, underreporting or forgetting to report all income. So this is piggybacking off of what we talked about before the break about, if people are paying you through your personal merchant accounts, you got to be disciplined enough to move that money over to your business checking account so that income can be acknowledged. Okay. So all of your PayPal, Cash App, what's the Zelle, the Venmo, all of those. If anybody's paying you from those, move that money over to your business checking account. Please and thank you. All right. Number four, missing out on deductions due to poor record keeping. I'm just gonna lean on this desk right here for y'all. The longer you take to manage your books, that's when you're leaving money on the table because you are gonna be just like me. You are not going to remember half that stuff that you bought. And on top of that, can we talk about the Amazons and the Walmarts and all that? And I say those specifically because those are places where they pretty much sell everything. So if when we have clients that have like Amazon, Walmarts and stuff like that, we don't know if it's business or if it's owner's draw. We don't know if it's a personal expense. So we have to verify those with the client. But one thing I will tell you is this to kind of help you. Praise God that those platforms are online and you should have an order history. Okay. Take advantage of that. But also, if you are purchasing things for your business through any of those, platforms, make sure that you use your business email address and then create a Gmail folder for your business expenses. So create a folder that says 2025 business expenses and just move those online receipts to that folder. So when you hire us and then we say, hey, what's this Amazon purchase from this date? You can go in that folder and say, oh, it was for this. We can see that it's clearly for business expenses and we can categorize it. See how easy that is? Easy, easy, easy. But that's another reason why we suggest that you have a monthly routine of tracking your income and expenses. Because as a business owner, you are busy all the time, right? When you on the couch, just go on and check that stuff. Just go and check it. Because at least then you can remember what you spent and who paid you, right? Bit. All right. And then number 5, filing late and incurring penalties, right? That's probably the biggest tax mistake. Y'all, come on. I love you, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you this in love. Just because you ignore paying your taxes don't mean that the alphabet boys gonna stop messing with you. You're only making that situation more expensive. For those of you that are not aware about filing tax extensions, right? The tax extensions purpose is just to give you some extra time to file. It does not stop the clock on penalties and interest. So if you don't file before or on or before April 15th, and you file that extension, and your intention is to file in October, from April the 16th, that's when the clock starts on your penalties and interest. So what's going to happen when you file, in October, you're going to, if you owe, you're going to pay that bill, and then IRS is going to send you a letter later on saying, hey, big head, you owe this amount in penalties and fees. And they're going to show you on the back of that letter the dates of those penalties and fees, right? So y'all just gonna be a big boy, be a big girl, and go on and just take care of it. Get with a tax preparer. We have the best tax preparer on the planet, Latasha Phillips. Sit down with her. It's probably gonna be, just a little hard to hear, but hey, at least you're taking care of it. Go ahead and start putting money aside, right, from your business to take care of those penalties and fees, right? Told you I love y'all. Gonna get right in the camera and give it to you. All right, so let's review those 5 tax mistakes. So number 1, commingling, swiping, no swiping, mixing personal and business expenses. 2, not tracking cash transactions properly. 3, underreporting or forgetting to report all of your income. 4, missing out on deductions due to poor record keeping. And 5, filing late and incurring penalties. All right. So please take these things to heart. And again, if you need any support, come on and enroll in GIP Academy. Right? That $100 that you spending on X, Y, Z, you probably not gonna get no ROI on anyway. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a tax deduction that's ordinary and necessary for your business. Invest in yourself. Don't you want to save some time? Don't you want to save some peace of mind? And don't you want to invest in people that are going to be looking out for your best interest at heart? All right. So if you haven't noticed anything else about our podcast, and if you've interacted with Latasha and I, we've actually got podcasts together on here. So check those out. Check how we gel together. That is real authentic synergy, right? And so we're like Batman and Robin. When we get together, we're gonna take those numbers and we're gonna make those things not just work for you, but also teach you why we're doing what we're doing. Okay, that's the most important part. Gone are the days where we got tax professionals and bookkeepers and accountants that are not telling their owners about the whys of these numbers. We got to stop that. All right, so that's what we do at GIP Financials. So I hope that this episode has blessed you. And again, enroll in GIP Academy, y'all. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace. Hey y'all, thanks so much for tuning in to the From Chaos to Clarity Unleash Your Business Potential podcast. Again, my name is Sonja Jones of GIP Financials, your Mr. Miyagi of Money. And look, if you learned something from this episode, don't keep it to yourself. Make sure that you like, that you subscribe. If you have some little nuggets, add some comments to the comment section of this podcast. But most importantly, I want you to share it with your fellow entrepreneurs. We want to share this good old fundamental business finance education so you can have the tools necessary to know your numbers and grow your business. All right. Take care, y'all. I'll catch you on the next episode.